Hey everybody, it's Robb Zipp, and you're watching The Most Epic Adventures. I'm your host, and this is a Monday night. We are live, coming to you straight from the offices of the Most Metal Productions, live on my personal Facebook page, the Facebook page for The Most Epic Adventures, the Facebook group, the Most Metal Facebook group, my YouTube, Twitter at Most Epic Show, and Twitch, in case anybody random is just trying to watch video game streams and sees me and is like wondering what's going on. Thanks for watching. All right. Holy shit. My cats are going berserk. Anyway, welcome to the show tonight. This was thrown together at the last second. I had to stop doing the Most Metal Monday nights because of my work schedule. My work schedule is changing up a little bit again. So here I am. It's a little later than I normally would have gone. So I just kind of threw it out there. Anybody want to come on tonight? And Justin from Scrollkeeper and Hasselrot. Did I say that right?
Hasselrot, yeah.
Hasselrot, yeah, there you go. Sorry, man. You guys haven't played yet? Well, I mean, 2020, nobody was really playing. But.
No. We've Hasselrot's been together for about a year. We have something coming up. I can't announce it yet, but there is a show on the books. It just hasn't been announced.
Now, Scrollkeeper had a show on the books, and I found out today. Oh no, it's no longer on the books.
Yeah.
We don't have to. I mean, I just
scheduling conflicts.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I won't get into the whys, but
yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
that's all that needs to be said. Is that there were scheduling conflicts. Very cool. Well, I hope to see you guys. Are you still going to do like the Flotsam and Jetsam show? Is that happening?
That's been on and off, and then on and then off again. Last I heard, they're waiting until the new album is out, and then they're going to tour on it in the fall.
Okay.
So originally the show was supposed to be last spring. Then COVID hit. That killed it. Then they were rescheduled for this month, the end of this month. That was killed. Then they were tentatively going to be back on for later, and now I'm hearing that's probably not going to happen. So no flots. We do have some other stuff coming up for Scrollkeeper. July 31st at the Secret Group with Hellstar and Night Cobra and Shapeless Power.
Nice. I think yeah. When is that again?
I'm sorry?
When is that again?
July 31st.
Okay.
At the Secret Group.
Right on. Hellstar are, I mean, they're Houston legends, but they're just metal legends, period.
Very true.
Yeah, I saw them so many years ago, and so they've been doing it for a long time. James Rivera, and it's basically his band, right? Like he's had a few members he's had to replace a few members throughout the years, but he's been the constant anyway.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So no disrespect to anybody else. That's the only person whose name I know in that band. So I'm sure there might have been somebody that's been in the band for 15 years, but I saw them more than 15 years ago. I can tell you that.
Larry's been around, I think, through most of the tenure.
Okay. All right. My apologies, Larry. My apologies. So hopefully I can see that show on the 31st. I don't know where my life is going to be at that point. There's a lot of what's that?
That sounds ominous.
Well, no, it's not necessarily. Like it's just work situation. Like I may get a job and have to move somewhere, but if that doesn't pan out, I'll still be around at the end of July for sure. My current job is ending at the end of August that I've been at since 2002.
Still with Disney, right?
Yeah. It was Fox, and then
can I say that here, or is there like, are they going to ding us?
No.
If I invoke the mouse?
No, I hope not. No, they know that I do this stuff. So
Okay. I didn't want to get you in trouble. I didn't know if I was speaking out of turn there.
no, it's fine. It's fine. No, I'm not speaking ill of Disney at all. Business things need to happen, and sometimes people like me get left behind. Well, it'll all work out. I'm not too worried about it.
Finding ourselves in that situation, in the post-COVID world, as everybody's cutting back and tightening belt straps.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll work it out. But so I'm going to open a few things. I promised the rock cards, but I want to open a few things before we get to the rock cards. Are we cool with that? And I want to get your opinion about what I got. So
opinions, they're not all opinions.
I got something from Metal Assault Records, and they put on the package, "Please handle with care, fragile."
Fragile.
Which I don't know. I don't know if I put it in a plastic envelope if it was super fragile. So we'll see. We'll see how it. I'm gonna cut it open, but we'll see how it did. I think the fragile item was wrapped. There should be a T-shirt in here. I'm pretty certain there's a T-shirt in here, but I think the fragile item is a cassette tape. What do you feel about that? About cassette tapes are going to come back?
I mean, if you're into collecting cassettes, that's cool. Not my thing.
Here's a button from Metal Assault.
Nice.
Let me see if I can get a little closer with the glare. Yeah, they've got a really cool logo.
Suitably gruesome looking.
Yeah. And okay, so they did wrap the shirt around the tape and a CD and another button. So this is a Dead Wolf, a band from Canada I had on a while back, and this was a pre-order, so it came today. So I got the Dead Wolf button.
Oh, that logo looks familiar. I think I've heard those guys.
Here's their sticker.
Yeah, that looks really familiar.
Here is the tape. I can report that it is in pristine condition, and it actually has like a plastic sleeve around it, which I find impressive. So here's the track listing. So these guys this band, they're really into cassette tapes. Like that's their thing. And so Metal Assault has been putting out a lot of cassette tapes. So they wanted to be on a label that could put out a cassette tape for them. And so yeah, here it is. They're pretty. The complete program appears on both sides.
It's an EP.
Yeah, it's a 5-song EP. Okay. Yeah, manufactured in Canada, which is perfect for these guys. They're Canadian. We got a sampler, a record sampler volume. This is sampler volume 1. When did he put this out? This is copyright this year. So he's got, Old Blood, who I've had on the show, Solar Haze, Living Darkness, Road Rash, Haunted Garage, Sea Sleeper, Dawn Fades, Warwind, and The Blue Prison. So cool. I think Sea Sleeper follows my Instagram, but some of these other bands I'm not so sure. But yeah, you can see that logo a little better than on the button.
Is the Haunted Garage where Christine came from?
I think that might be something like that. And it is a Gildan heavy cotton shirt. Perfect. And here's the shirt. The green screen, like yellows and greens and blues, obviously green, but yellows and blues still. It's a tight shirt, man. I'll look like the coolest Canadian around wearing this thing. Even though I'm not Canadian at all. So what do you think? What do you think? You think you've seen the logo? You think before?
Yeah, I think I might have checked him out on Anderson Tiago's channel on New Wave of True Heavy Metal full albums. I think he posted that EP.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Because when I had him on, I didn't want to play any of their music. I don't want to play any band's music because I just had to. Even bands that have given me permission, I've still had issues later. And they were like, "No, we totally have it whitelisted. You can." So it makes sense that it would be on his channel as well. Yeah. Cool. All right. So that's the appetizer. Here's the salad. So if you haven't been following along, this is my address. If you haven't been following along, there's this company called Vinyl. They don't spell it right, and they send you a curated box of records every month. You can pay for how long of a subscription you want, how many records you want per. You can get one record, you can get 2 or 3. I went ahead and did 1 year for 3 records each. This is my 7th out of 12 boxes, and I think this should have been number 8. I think they skipped one or something. I don't know what happened there, but it's supposed to go on your Spotify recommendations. You know, you give them permission to check out your Spotify plays, and they're supposed to curate something. And I even had to tell them more than once, please only send me metal. You know, I listened to some other stuff that's obviously not metal, but they sent me some really off the wall shit, dude. That is not even close. And the one time they sent me the wrong record. They said it was this one record, but it was a George Clinton record. You know, which actually I think I like the George Clinton record better than the one that they said
the one you ordered.
Me. Yeah, no. So I have no idea what's in here. Somebody curated, and they always have a handwritten letter. Last time there was a footprint on it because someone stepped on it in their office. So they're taking a lot of pride and care. I don't think they appreciate my videos so far.
Yeah, I don't know about stepping on boxes of records.
Well, it's a letter. They didn't step on the box of records. They stepped
okay.
on the handwritten letter, which I think the handwritten letter is a nice touch. Also, I hate this pink box. I mean, it's bright, sitting on my front porch. It's obvious. I mean, it's like, hey, people, come steal this shit. You know. So.
Well, I think they probably think it comes from like a porn shop.
Yeah, and they've got the inside printed, and honestly, like I've seen other. Mostly what they do is like indie coffee shop hipster shit.
So it's the pitchfork crowd.
It's basically, yeah. So let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can pull the letter out. Steve. Okay, here's the handwritten letter. It's bent.
Footprint this time or no footprint?
Actually, no footprint, but it's folded in half almost. And this actually doesn't. Either this person has a really. This is printed. This is not handwritten this time.
Cutting corners now.
Hey, Rob. This time around, we gave you a hefty dose of sludgy stoner metal from Sleep. Okay. But I'll do everything but put you to sleep. Next, Big Black's Headache EP. I would prefer songs about fucking, but that's okay.
Big Black's cool.
Yeah. And a short but effective and informative jaunt into their creatively noisy discography. Finally, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania-based instrumental math/post-rock group Don Caballero. So here we go. Here's the Sleep record, which is cool.
Nice.
I prefer High on Fire personally when it comes to Matt Pike. This is a Third Man Records release. This is Jack White's label. So this came out 2018, 3 years ago. So yeah, this is a cool one.
New album, or is that like a live album?
It was recorded and mastered and etched by these 3 different people. I don't think this is a live recording. I think this is an actual studio recording.
Okay.
I don't see anything about
biggest Sleep fan. I saw them on their reunion tour, but I mean it was kind of stoner rock isn't my thing. Like I just went to hang out with the other Hessians.
Right. Yeah, I mean
I prefer High Fire as well.
Yeah. But it's cool. Here we go. Here's the Don Caballero. Like you said, pitchfork shit. So that's what this is. Not too jazzed about that. And
I mean, you never know. It might be cool. Put it on.
Big Black Headache It's a remastered. It's a remastered by Steve Albini. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Big Black. You know, Steve Albini has produced some amazing records. So anything he puts together is at least like fidelity wise is top notch.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So this will be, even if I might not, even though this is not metal, it's, what is this, like a post punk kind of stuff.
Post, early alternative.
Yeah. I will still enjoy it without a doubt. So I don't know, man. It's not the worst box I've got. It's one of the better ones, actually. So that's what you get with vinyl. The Don Caballero, probably I don't know if I'll ever listen to it, but yeah. So a box. So you see this guy on my shoulder here, Dave Ellefson. Let's talk about some news stuff.
I do. Yeah.
So yeah. So I got Megadeth behind me from the rock cards. You can see Dave Mustaine he's hiding behind me. He's like, I'm sweating bullets. Smell my pits. David Ellefson is no longer in the band.
Kind of saw that one coming.
He and I got this. I can't believe I still have the T-shirt in here. I got this pretty recently. This is a signed David Ellefson, like, giant pick. And then there's his well, you can't see it because it's green. Oh, you can see Dave Mustaine there. There we go. That's how you can see Dave Mustaine. The secret hiding Dave Mustaine. But it's a green Megadeth pick. It's from David Ellefson's personal collection.
Oh,
but
cool.
this is JSA certified. Has the certification number. Oversized pick signed by David Ellefson. And I kind of don't want it.
He washed his hands before he boxed it up for you.
Did you see the video?
No.
Uh-oh. We're having trouble streaming to Twitch. This may be an issue with Twitch's end. We'll keep trying and let you know if it's resolved. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I guess we're not on Twitch anymore. I guess we got booted from Twitch. That's okay. But yeah, so what do you make of all that? This guy.
So, I don't think this is necessarily a controversial opinion, but I mean, assuming it's true that it was not an underage young lady and that she was in fact overage, it's so creepy. It's gross.
Yeah.
Should he be fired over it? Probably not.
What the story I heard was, here's what I hear, and it seems like it makes sense. Like I think she was like 19, right? And
I mean, it's still creepy and gross.
Well, but she initiated an internet relationship with him, and asked him to. Okay, so I'm getting Twitch again. Yeah, we're back on Twitch. Okay, we're back on Twitch. I don't know what happened. Nobody's watching on Twitch. I don't know. There's one person watching. I don't know where they're watching from. If you could leave a comment and just say, "Hey, it's me. I'm watching." That'd be cool.
You're watching from Dave Ellefson's basement.
But I don't think they even. I don't think they ever even met. Honestly, he's a married man. But she asked him to do some stuff for him, and he did it. And then that stuff got out of her hands, and someone else leaked the stuff, leaked the videos, and it was very embarrassing for him. I can understand that. So, he's a married man. He's got a couple of grown children.
I wouldn't want to be in his position right now because you have to assume the marriage is in question.
Oh,
his meal ticket is no longer a thing.
Right.
So.
And he's the only one that, out of all of these years, he's the only one that's aside from Dave Mustaine, was an original member. You know, it was Dave Mustaine and David Ellefson since the beginning. These two guys, poor Nick Menza, rest in peace, he's dead. Marty Friedman is living in Japan doing weird Japanese shit now. I actually interviewed him and it never got anywhere. This was like I want to say like 18, 19 years ago. I interviewed him. He called from, I think he might have been in Japan even then. And he called me at my house, and we set up a recorder next to the phone that we had on speakerphone. And me and my friend interviewed him, and I don't know where that tape went. We lost the tape, but he was super cool, man. Marty Friedman, super cool dude. He may be in.
I've seen him live with his solo band when they came through a couple years ago, but I've never met the guy in person.
I never met him either. I just talked to him on the phone. But
that's meeting him in a sense. You had a conversation with the guy.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, there's plenty of people that I've had conversations with like this. You know, like me and you, we've met. We both live in the Houston area. You know, but a lot of the people I have on the show I've not met, or I haven't met yet, or so. Yeah, usually some kind of weird stuff like that. But yeah, it'd be cool. I was hoping one day, eventually, Marty Friedman would come back. Obviously, Nick Menza can't come back, but yeah, now with David Ellefson gone, there'd be no point, honestly.
Well, that's the question too. Like, supposedly they were pretty much done, I think, with the new album. So are they going to now go back and retrack the bass with somebody else and
I don't
replace
know.
his contribution? What's going to happen there?
I mean, I don't think so. I think you could leave it. I mean,
well, sure you could. I mean, it depends on like how far do they really want to distance themselves from Ellefson.
Well, I mean, and if it's almost complete, I mean, how much songwriting credit does he have on those songs too? You know, like if he had big parts to write in all the songs, you can't just relay down the bass tracks. You'd have to change all the songs too.
Right, but I don't know if he was ever, and I could be wrong, but I don't know if he was ever like a major contributor in terms of like actual songwriting.
I mean, I would say probably not lyrically, but I think musically for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, they're going to have to credit him.
Yeah, they'll credit him.
If you're going to credit him on the album, you might as well leave his tracks in there and not redo them.
I mean, I have a feeling that they'll still be friends. Just their business relationship had to end. And,
but can you really be friends after that? It's like, hey, I got to throw you under the bus because you did something creepy. Maybe not illegal, but creepy, and it makes the band look bad. So sorry, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Who would you like to see? Replace him? I threw out, and I saw a few other people throw out Jason Newsted.
Yeah, I don't think that's realistic, though.
Why not? I mean, what's he doing?
Recently came out saying that he couldn't physically play in Metallica now because of like his shoulder injuries and things and like nerve damage that he has. So if he doesn't think he could play Metallica's material, I don't see him playing Megadeth.
That's fair. I mean, because they always had him turned way down anyway at Metallica.
Sadly, because he was a pretty good bass player.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I've seen memes going around like Jason Newsted with Flotsam and Jetsam and Jason Newsted with Metallica. It's like they never gave him any respect, and he was a great bass player. They hired him because he was a great bass player, but then they never let him be that great bass player that he was.
I wouldn't be surprised if they bring Lomenzo back, or was that the guy's name, Nick Lomenzo?
Nick,
he was with them for a while in the like early to mid 2000s with Megadeth. In the years when Ellefson was gone.
Was Ellefson gone from Megadeth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really? I don't remember him ever leaving.
Yeah, he was out for several albums when he and Dave were at odds.
Well, now I feel like a fucking poser because for me, like, I don't know, dude. To be honest with you, though, like, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really liked much Megadeth lately, anyway. So I could have swore it was always the two Daves but
Nah, Ellefson was out for at least one, maybe 2 or 3 albums, really. But he was out for like a length of time in like the early to mid 2000s.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. If there's a guy that's already knows all the parts to all those old songs, then sure, bring him back.
I mean, I enjoy Megadeth, but I mean, honestly, I don't get like super excited when they have a new album coming out. It's like I'm going to listen to it, I'm going to check it out, but I don't get all super excited about it.
But they haven't been very good, in my opinion.
The last one was pretty good. I liked the most recent one.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it just rust in peace, man. That for me personally, that changed things for me personally. So that album will always be in my top albums of all time. Same.
And it's hard to live up to when you set the bar that high.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there?
Right. And they went kind of down. Though they won a Grammy, didn't they, for something?
Well, I mean, their next album after Rust was pretty commercial. Countdown to Extinction was a pretty commercial sounding album, and then they
Euthanasia
on that with Euthanasia in '94, where they kind of stayed commercial but got a little grungy influence in there with some of the guitar tones and things.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of lost it for me, honestly.
I like Euthanasia for what it is. It's a cool album.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a downward trajectory. Hey, Andrew Sutton says, "Hey, I know that guy."
He does. Andy. Where do I know Andy from? Oh, that's right. He's in the band.
That's your bass player, right?
That's the Scrollkeeper bass player, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, maybe you can play bass for Megadeth, Andy.
Maybe. He's probably too good. He's like a legit musician. Andy plays with like the orchestra.
Yeah, in San Antonio, right?
No joke, yeah.
I will be in San Antonio this weekend, as a matter of fact. There is the Memorial Day Metal Fest going on. It's a 3-day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at this private campground right outside of San Antonio. A lot of just local, smaller Texas bands. No bands from the Houston area though, which I find strange. But San Antonio, Austin, Lubbock, Dallas, the Brownsville. There might even be a band from El Paso. Some bands from Corpus.
That's a long drive. I did that drive a few weeks ago. Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've driven out that way too. So, oh shit. What other news? So, do you know? Have you? You might have seen this in the in my group, but do you know about how insane Chris Barnes has gotten lately?
I'm peripherally aware of some of that. I listened to a couple of songs off the latest 6 Feet Under album, and oh Jesus Christ, ooh, poo poo. That's poo poo.
He blocked my Twitter, which I never even
your Twitter.
I never even interacted with the dude, so I don't know why.
How brutal do you have to be blocked by Chris Barnes?
Apparently not very, because he went on a huge he went on a huge blocking spree, blocking like all of metal Twitter basically.
Well, they from the jump they blocked comments on the tracks on YouTube for the new album. Yeah. From the jump, it's like, so somebody had to have already known, like, oh, this is not going to be good.
Yeah. It's like Slade had a contract that they had to put this record out, and he got the record and he's like, oh, this is what we're putting out.
No comments. I mean, to be fair, and I'm not saying this to dog on Chris Barnes, because I do like his work with Cannibal quite a bit.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
The first 6 Feet Under album is not great, but it's serviceable death metal. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything 6 Feet Under has done after the first album, I don't need it. I don't want it. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah. But he went on Facebook talking about how 200 Stab Wounds was trying to cancel him, and they're
What is that?
they're a death metal band from Cleveland. I've actually had them on my show also.
They were
They're
trying
on-
to cancel Chris Barnes for what?
I don't know.
For-
They're on
for-
Maggot Stomp
Right.
Records. So
No
they
idea.
it's a kind of a bigger underground death metal label, but they put out what's that?
What was the issue? Like, why was he claiming they were trying to cancel him?
No fucking clue. They don't know either.
Guys,
And they put out a statement. They put out a statement today
I'm not saying you shouldn't smoke marijuana. If you choose to smoke marijuana, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't smoke to the point that you're a pot zombie like Chris Barnes.
he is a complete pot zombie.
Don't do that to yourself. Like, moderation, guys. Everything in moderation.
Yeah. No, that's
And
all he does.
Don't do an album of AC/DC death metal covers. What the hell? No one needs to hear that.
Apparently, he thought it was a good idea.
I mean, just out of curiosity, if they do like a death metal like Foreigner cover album, I don't need to hear that, but ooh, you kind of have to listen just to see, right?
Well, I think the gauntlet has been thrown. That a death metal band needs to do that now.
Somebody prove me wrong.
Hasserat.
No, not going to happen. I'm not saying we'll never make bad decisions. I'm just saying that won't be the bad decision we make.
Okay, fair enough. So who's in that band? You got what's his name? Grim, right? Is the drummer?
Yeah, Cryptos from Spectral Manifest is on drums, aka Josh. I don't know if he's going to go by Josh or Cryptos in the Hasserat context.
Gotcha.
We've got Maurice from Blues Funeral and Sanctus Bellum on guitar. We have Brandon from Doomstress on guitar, Ben from Sanctus Bellum on bass, and myself making the rabid silverback noises.
It's a bit different from the traditional heavy metal of Scrollkeeper.
I started in death metal though. Like I got my start in the scene doing death and thrash metal.
Right.
So in a sense, it's like a return back to my origins.
Do you have the Texas death metal tattoo?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I do. No, I never joined that cult. Oh.
Do it.
Rest in peace, Wes Weaver, but I never joined that cult.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man. Well, do you want to look at some rock cards?
Yes, let's.
So a couple weeks ago, I woke up one morning and I just had this idea in my head: heavy metal trading cards. I don't know why. It's not like I wanted to make them or anything, or that I hoped anybody made some, but I was just thinking of heavy metal trading cards. And so I looked it up and I found so they're in 1991, 30 years ago, a couple of companies trading cards were going bananas, and they're going bananas again now. Actually,
Are they?
They are. Since the pandemic, a lot of people got into trading card collecting during the pandemic. They're at home and they could look at these old trading cards, buy new ones. Actually, Target just stopped selling them because there were people. There's like a limit of how many you could buy, but people were going in the self-checkout with like baskets full of them, and then like they were trying to stop them, and they were getting into fights. Like people were trying to fight them and stuff. Like it was, people have just gone fucking bizarro world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've been bizarro world. We're just living in a more bizarre version of the awkward reality we've already been in.
Yeah, it's insane. So I looked this up. So I have the it's like the Pro Set rock card, or like music superstars. There was Series 1 and Series 2. I got a box of each. I actually got into a little bit of a bidding war with someone on eBay for the Series 2 box.
Did you fight anybody over it though?
No fisticuffs. I just had to pay like $1 more than I wanted. And then there's the metal cards are like heavy. I have the box downstairs, but and I had some of these, and this is what we're gonna get through today. For we'll get through as many of these as we can until we've had enough, but we might not open all of them.
I had quite a few of these in the early 90s too.
The Brockum Rockcards. And it says Series 1. They never came out with the Series 2 of this.
Go figure.
These are what the packs look like. These shiny.
Can
you imagine going into Stop and Go back in 1991 and seeing this box? Oh, let me see if I can fold the box up. Yeah, here we go. Seeing this box right next to the register, dude, it just calls out to you like a siren. It's like, I got to get those.
Those in the comic books from the Stop and Go.
Yeah, man.
Soda, candy, comic books, and trading cards.
So one of these was already cut open, unfortunately. I should knock them on eBay for that, but so the ones with the green backgrounds are going to be kind of hard to see, but I'll get it. First one we got Charlie Benante from Anthrax.
That's poodle hair era Charlie Benante.
Yeah, he does not look like that at all now.
Mm-mm.
But here's you got another picture of him on the back.
Don't they have like their stats on there too, like their height and?
Well, there's a little hologram, so you know that this is a real. This is a real card. This is card number 59. I'll read in the back. Yeah, specialty drums, birthday November 27, hometown Bronx, New York. Profile: Charlie is a multi-talented guy who loves drawing. Anthrax's infamous Knot Man is his creation. I did not know that. Charlie is also the uncle of bandmate Frankie Bello. I didn't know that. I did not know that either. Charlie's favorite thing about being on tour is playing for the fans and meeting friends in other countries. His favorite pastime is being home alone with his guitar, writing songs. So he's the drummer, but
he writes all of the material for the most part.
Yeah, very talented dude. Very talented dude. And then we go from
Charlie writes all the music.
And we go from an awesome drummer who's an all-around talented musician to one of the most notoriously, maybe he's not a bad drummer, Chris Slade from AC/DC.
Not a bad drummer. Not a
bad drummer, but everything's drummer.
He's a pocket drummer. He's a pocket drummer. Just stay on time. Keep the beat. Make sure the groove lines up.
He was drafted by AC/DC in 1990, so he's not the original drummer. But I mean,
you don't need flashy with AC/DC drumming.
No, don't get me wrong. I'll get down with some AC/DC, for those about to rock and all that. But their drumming. And look, get this. The next card, another Chris Slade card. Back-to-back Slade, man. And then
not a bad drummer. Probably doesn't need 2 cards though.
It's a 288 card set. Let's see.
He's 2 of those 288. He probably didn't need 2 cards.
Next up, Boss Elias from Slaughter.
Yeah, he's a person.
He's also, his specialty is drums. He's from Kennedy, Texas.
Yep.
Is Slaughter from hey, welcome to the show, Nestor. Do you know where Kennedy, Texas is?
No. I did see Slaughter recently, a couple years ago.
Was the whole band from Kennedy, Texas?
No, I don't think so. I think I think Mark Slaughter's from like Las Vegas, and I know Dana Strum was from LA.
Boom! Next card, Dana Strum.
Dana Strum was like behind the scenes, kind of
Birthplace, Washington, D.C.
placing people in other bands.
Oh, okay.
Like he helped get guitar players auditioning for Ozzy and all that after Randy Rhoads died.
Nice. All right. Respect
And he
to
put
Dana
the whole
Strum.
Vinnie Vincent thing together. Put the band together for Vinnie Vincent.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I'm glad to have you on the show to talk about this because
actually, so
you are definitely with all your books behind you. You are a very knowledgeable, educated metalhead. So
nobody will give a shit about this, but my connection, the reason I know so much about the Dana Strum and Vinnie Vincent thing is my old band Saxon King, our last EP that we did was recorded by one of the engineers that worked on the Vinnie Vincent albums.
Okay.
So I got all the inside stories on Vinnie Vincent's insanity from him. Yeah.
All right. Next up, We're Not Worthy. It's Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. Yeah. I like Alice. I'm not the hugest fan. Nothing wrong with Alice, though.
Gotta respect his stage show, if nothing else.
Well, yeah.
That's I'd love to see him live. Some of his personal beliefs I don't get down with, but his stage show is always good. And then this guy, Joey Allen from Warrant.
Isn't that the guy that didn't actually play any of the guitar solos that he supposedly played on their albums?
Well, his specialty is guitar.
Y'all are learning something about me. I know far too much about hair bands.
From 1991. Yeah, so he didn't actually play his solos, huh?
I don't know if it's true. The rumors are that he's credited as the lead guitar player on the first couple of Warrant albums, but he didn't actually play the leads on the first two albums. I think later he did, but what I've heard is that he's not actually playing the leads on the first two albums.
And here we go. Here's a full band pick.
Well, that's not Poison. That's Poison.
No. Well, not Warrant. You're right. But it's a full. This is our first full band pick of the deck. Now, one thing I don't get about this is why they needed to put their name on the bottom when they also have their logo with their name. I mean, it's not like they have a death metal logo that you can't read.
Oh, well, no, see, that's the mistake. It's not Poison. That's Poison. It's double poison.
It's double poison.
Twice as deadly.
You've got the little facts about them on the back. And now this band, I don't know. Do you know who Patrick Muzingo from Junkyard?
They were a punk band. They were not a punk band. They all came from the punk scene. And then in the late 80s, they're like, hey, let's try to do a Guns N' Roses type band and cash in. So they were all like punk rock kids who came up kind of like in the hardcore punk scene, and they decided to like try their hand at the Guns N' Roses thing.
It says he was also a member of the Texas punk band Decay, which recorded 2 albums. And he calls the Sex Pistols, Aerosmith, and AC/DC his favorite all-time groups. So he's a drummer. Junkyard. Okay. They did a whole genre switch.
Again, I know way too much about hair bands.
Here's a Anthrax, Persistence of Time.
Really good album. I was listening.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, one of the best like metal what do you call it? Where the record has the same concept album.
Is it a concept? I know they get really heavily into like socio-political issues and like, you know, criminal justice and things like that on that album. So there's definitely a theme running through it, but I don't know if it's a concept album in the sense that it doesn't tell a story. It just has a theme to the topics. Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Definitely a very politically conscious record. Yeah.
And here we got Charlie's nephew, Frankie. Little Frankie. Bass guitar.
Great stage presence, too. Great stage presence.
Yeah. Now, there's another band I'm not familiar with. Salty Dog is the drummer, Kurt Maurer.
That's another late 80s, early 90s, like also ran Guns N' Roses clone.
From Sacramento, apparently. You got to remember this was 91, so these were probably all printed before Nirvana. So this was the end. This was the end for a lot of these guys.
Well, yeah, but I mean Nirvana.
Nevermind
was released in 91, but it didn't blow up till late in the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
right.
Those hair bands were still doing pretty big tours through 92.
I know that this is Dan Pred from the Dan Reed Network. Another drummer.
That one stumped me. I don't know who that is.
Dan Reed Network. He's from Aberdeen, South Dakota. Woo.
And I still don't know who that is, and I'm a South Dakota boy. No idea.
That's right. You are, and we've got a contest. We've got can you here's the rules, and here's the mail away contest form.
Do you think it's still valid? Like you can just show up at what's his name's house and be like, "Hey man, I won the contest."
To enter, just fill out the coupon below and mail it to us before February 1st, 1992.
Damn.
So
we only missed it by 30 years.
No longer valid.
Damn.
But you can order a catalog or a poster. But you get the catalog, you can get T-shirts, posters, hats, and more for $1. The catalog is $1. I mean, and then this is cool. This is one of my favorite things in here. Iron Maiden Tail Gunner.
That's cool.
This is a sticker, and it says Tail Gunner Derek Riggs. So I guess that's the artist.
Yeah, Derek Riggs was their artist for most of their career.
Yeah, so that's super cool. This is super cool.
That's what that was on. I think that was the artwork for the single for Tail Gunner. Because he did separate pieces for most of their singles.
All right. So that was a pack that was already opened. Now let's freshly break this one open.
Wait, but before you open it, how many times are we going to get Slade in this deck?
What's his name? The Chris Slade from AC/DC? Hopefully 0 times. But we haven't got any doubles yet, so
we got multiple cards for the same person, just not the same card.
Right, exactly. And I said we haven't got any doubles yet. And what did I do with I don't want these. Oh, here we go. I don't want these like packets all over the place. What's the first thing I see? Tail Gunner by Derek Riggs.
There's our double right out of the gate. If that's got to be the double, though, like 2 Tail Gunner stickers is a cool double to have.
Wait a second. We got another double. It's the contest. Maybe they put the Tail Gunner sticker in every pack. I don't know.
No, there were Megadeth stickers in some of them for Hangar 18. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we have. There's how many packs are in here? 13 cards per pack, one peel and stick art card. It's a 288 card set, and there are how many packs are in this?
How many different stickers?
How many packs are in this box? I don't know how many packs are in this box. We're not going to open all of them tonight because
you know what surprises me? This is 91, and we have not come across a Sebastian Bach card yet.
Oh, well, I'm surprised to see this in a 91 deck. It's a lot of green, so I'm not sure how much we'll see of it. We could see.
Holy, no, I cannot. I can see like the silhouette of a person, but
here, maybe it'll see the back better.
Iggy Pop. Now that's interesting in the rock card deck. That's cool that they would put Iggy in there.
Iggy Pop was born James Osterberg in Ann Arbor, Michigan. After seeing the Doors perform in 1968, Iggy decided he wanted to be a rock singer. I mean, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see this band, the Doors from LA. They sound like they're gonna be cool. Holy shit, I'm gonna be Iggy Pop.
I'm gonna smear peanut butter on myself and yeah."
All, amongst other things. Now we've talked about this guy a little bit today.
Uh-oh. Oh,
What a cute little baby face he was.
yeah.
30 years ago. Now he's kind of
I just feel
creepy.
bad for like making fun at his expense. Like,
He's a talented musician, man.
yeah.
I mean, I've loved his work. I mean, everything I've heard that he was a decent guy. I still don't think he's a bad guy. I think he got put in a bad situation.
I mean, he did something stupid. That was dumb.
Yeah,
There's no two ways about that. It was dumb.
it's dumb. All right, we got another drummer, Tico Torres from Bon Jovi.
Yeah. 91. Not surprised to see some Bon Jovi in there.
91. Here we got Brian Johnson from AC/DC. I was about to rock. I can't even do it. Yeah. How do you feel? Okay, in AC/DC, Brian Johnson or Bon Scott?
Ooh, Bon Scott, but Brian's cool too. I like the Brian Johnson era too, but
It's hard.
Bon Scott. If I have to choose, Bon Scott.
If you have to choose, I mean, it's hard to be a vocalist and come in and replace somebody like that. And I think isn't Back in Black one of the, like
found anything like him? I think he went the route. He just did his own thing. He didn't try to sound like Bon.
But isn't Back in Black like the highest selling album of all time, or at least rock album or something? Like it's up there.
It's I don't know if it's the highest selling, but it's definitely like top 5 rock albums. Yeah, it's a diamond album for sure.
And his debut to be one of the, I mean,
brand new singer out of the gate.
And this guy's kind of a jerk. I found his Twitter. He follows 0 people.
Oh, that's cute. David Coverdale.
The Walmart Robert Plant.
I really like David Coverdale as a singer, though.
He's a good singer, but the fact he doesn't
I really like his work in Deep Purple, and I really like Whitesnake. So
it does say on here first band Deep Purple. So
yeah, he was more of like a baritone crooner before Deep Purple. They had to convince him to like sing the 5th octave stuff. Yeah,
talented dude.
Yeah, great singer.
Talented dude. Did you ever hear that it was, what was it? He did an album with it was Coverdale Page. He did an album with Jimmy Page.
I really like it.
Yeah, it was good, but I thought it was strange because I always looked at him as a Robert Plant wannabe.
Well, Robert Plant referred to him during that era as David Cover Version. No joke.
It's fitting. It's fitting. Yeah. All right. This is actually a cool picture. The band 18 to Life was pretty cool. Scott Hill from Skid Row.
Yeah. Well, now Skid Row's appearing. Like, it's 91. You expect to see Skid Row. Like, Slave to the Grind was huge in 91.
Yeah. I mean, this is actually a pretty cool card. Like, that's a cool action shot there. That's
based on the backdrop. That's from the Moscow festival show. The big Bob Rock benefit when Bob Rock got busted for drugs. And so he put on a big sobriety concert in Moscow. That's what that's from. I know too much fucking useless trivia.
Okay. So same dude that we've had before, but a different card. Another Tico Torres from Bon Jovi card.
Somebody loves the
if I change this, can you see the cards a little better if I do that?
Yes, I can see it better now.
Okay. We'll just
it's a cool picture. There's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, it's fucking Tico Torres. Who gives a fuck about Tico Torres?
Oh, this is actually another cool action. Oh, actually, some of these are some really good action shots on these cards. I got to give Brockum some credit, but we got Nikki Sixx.
That's a good
Motley
shot.
Crue.
That's a good shot.
I mean, the dude, didn't he just turn like 70?
Maybe.
I think he just turned his
58. He's born in 58, so the math on that would be
okay. So well, he's
3
December 11th. So no, maybe is Mick Mars the old one?
Mick Mars is older than the other guys.
That's Mick Mars.
He was like over 30 when he joined.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Mick Mars. I think he just turned 70. So, but Nikki Sixx, yeah. I mean, look how buff he was, man. Dude.
This had to have been post heroin.
Something like that.
You don't look like that on heroin.
But you might look like this on heroin.
Wait, who is that?
It's Rick Hunold from Exodus.
Was he on heroin?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm talking shit.
Yeah, I don't think the Exodus guys were big druggies. Drinkers.
No. Drinkers, yeah.
Not drink. I mean, maybe some coke, but
he was a guitar player. Him and yeah. Is he still in the band? Do you know?
Mm-mm.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, I think he actually plays a guest solo on their upcoming album, but he's not in the band.
Okay. I know Gary Holt went back.
Well, it's Gary Holt's band at this point. I mean, it's like he runs the show.
They toured without him.
They did, but I mean, still, it's his show.
Oh, Cinderella.
Hey, really good band, actually.
Fred Corey,
like, really
another
good
drummer. They love the drummers on this in this box.
You know, somebody did. Fred Corey has some like legit metal connections too. He was in Chastain originally.
I don't know that band. Chastain, you said?
Chastain. Mm-hmm.
Okay. He really likes John Bonham, that's a good drummer to like if you.
Every drummer in the 80s would probably cite John Bonham. So.
Here we go. We just mentioned this dude, Gary Holt.
Gary Holt, there he is. Good shot too.
If I'm able to go to Full Terror Assault Open Air, Exodus are the headliners. I'm definitely gonna take this and try to get him to sign this if I can get an. It's hard. Like most of the bands, you can meet, but some of them you can't. Like 2 years, the last one, Matt Soulfly was the headliner, and Max Caballero let everybody get on stage, but I couldn't get close enough to interview him. I did get to interview his son, or his stepson, maybe, he's in Ignite. Insight. He's an Insight is the name of the band. Insight. Really fucking good. Dude has amazing stage presence. Richie Caballero is his name. His band is Insight. Fucking killer band. I really liked them a lot. Here's a full band shot of Salty Dog.
There's those also Rans again.
I mean, I would also think like if you're making this set, like there's a couple of doubles because Brockum, whoever was in charge of this, they couldn't think of enough bands that were rock, because at that time Yo MTV Rap was huge, and rock was on a. I mean, I think this one of the reasons that Nirvana broke through, because rock was people were getting sick of the hair bands and shit. So I don't know.
It's hard to say. I know a lot of the tours, a lot of the big arena tours were underselling at that point. So, things were starting to kind of shift.
Well, yeah. I mean, weren't Iron Maiden starting to play like smaller and smaller shows at that time?
Priest too.
Yeah. So we got Warrior Soul. This is another like
that is a great card. If people do not know Warrior Soul, you need to check out Warrior Soul.
I've never heard of them.
Oh my God. You have to, especially considering like your political persuasion, you need to listen to Warrior Soul. You will love Warrior Soul.
Okay. All right.
They're a supremely political band, but they kick ass. Like Warrior Soul are phenomenal.
Well, apparently this dude likes computers and scuba diving, and he was from Milwaukee, or he was born in Milwaukee anyway.
So they're like if the MC5 had like a bit of like metal in them.
Okay.
So if you like the MC5,
yeah, sure,
a little bit of metal, that's Warrior Soul.
I'm gonna put this one aside. I'm gonna put Gary Holt and John Rico aside, because I might look him up. I'm gonna look him up, see if he's still around. Maybe I can get him on the show. That's cool, man. I appreciate you. I mean, we've been going for an hour. Do you want to open one more, or do you want to call it a night?
We can do one more, and then I'll
Okay.
probably be good.
All right, we'll open up one more. I'll save the rest of these for another guest. I like doing this, but like I don't think anybody's gonna know as much about these 1991 bands as you, dude. I'm impressed.
I'm a dork.
I'm impressed. Oh God.
Oh. Oh, this will be good. Just based on the reaction, this should be good.
I have respect for this person. What they were able to do. Huge following, which I will never understand. It's Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead.
I just don't give a shit.
And then on the back, you got an old picture on the back. Yeah.
It does nothing for me. I don't feel disgust or any sort of affection towards it. It's just, yeah, it's a thing.
Third pack. We got the mail away catalog card, and we also got the Tail Gunner sticker.
Tail Gunner again. So we have not gotten another
3 for 3.
3 for 3 on the Tail Gunner.
All right. Got Bret Michaels from Poison.
I like hair bands. I don't understand the appeal of Poison. Look at
that Paisley skullet.
Yeah.
And then that makeup, dude. Woo. Woo.
Of all the hair bands to hit big, why Poison? I don't know. I can see an argument for many of the others, but Poison, there's nothing there. The vocals are not good. The songs are like children's tunes. Like what?
Now this is a band, bass vocalist Gary Nutt from Tangier.
Also Rans, not bad. I mean, competent band. No reason to listen to them though.
Look at the makeup on that dude. And the hair.
Yeah, he can't decide if he's a cowboy or a crossdresser.
Here we got another Rick Hunolt card from Exodus.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
The dude just looks certifiably insane.
He does. We got Scott Ian from Anthrax.
Yeah. That's a boring card.
It is a boring card. Yeah, he's just standing there. He's standing there with his hands in his pockets. And on the back, he's standing there with his hands behind his back, but he's got sunglasses.
Oh, but he's got sunglasses.
He's got sunglasses.
I mean, let's be real. Like Scott's an engaging personality on stage. Otherwise, that dude is about as vanilla as can be. Like,
hey, vanilla is a flavor too, bro.
It's a flavor.
Oh shit! My cat is jumping up here, knocking all the cards over. All right. Oh, now this dude's career ended because of Beavis and Butthead.
I know where this is going, and I'm gonna have some opinions on this one that'll surprise people. Kip
Winger.
Excellent musician.
All right.
Band that gets shit they probably shouldn't get.
I mean, it was a weird time. I think they
are no worse than most of their contemporaries when it comes to cheesy fucking love songs. They are no worse than any of their contemporaries. But what they are is better musicians than most of their contemporaries.
Yeah.
And their third album, Pull, is really fucking good. God, and it's really not a hair album at all.
I wish I could remember somebody I've had on my show recorded in a studio where Kip Winger was, and I think they were joking around with him, and he was not having it.
Oh, I would believe, I mean, just based on interviews I've seen, I would believe that guy has like zero sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't seem like a fun person to be around. But I mean, I think they get too much shit about being like the poster boys of like shitty hair metal.
Yeah.
But they're actually a really good band.
Yeah. I not for me, but I can respect them as musicians, but I don't like what they did.
Fair. That's fair.
Oh, my cat
I mean, it
is.
was certainly sappy.
Now, this is a little surprising for 1991. Rick Wakeman from Yes.
There's some weird choices in here. Like Iggy Pop shows up and then Rick Wakeman. And
You think
you have to assume trading cards, like rock and roll trading cards in the early 90s, are probably going to be geared towards teenage boys.
Yeah.
No teenage boy in 91 gives a shit about Rick Wakeman.
But he joined Yes in 1981.
But again, no teenage boy in 91 would give two shits about Rick Wakeman and Yes.
I definitely did not. All right. Now this is a cool dude. I actually have a mutual friend with this guy, and I'd love to have him on my show. Alex Skolnick from Testament.
Great guitar player.
He's another guy. He left Testament for a while and actually just recently joined back with them.
He went to Sabotage briefly after leaving Testament.
I think he was just kind of bored with it. I think he was trying to do some new different things. My buddy is a polka. He's like a world known polka dude, and he's in a jazz band with Alex Skolnick. That's how he knows him. And I asked him like, dude, you got to let me talk to Skolnick. Got to get him on my show. And he's like, we'll see. But I'm gonna see my polka buddy on Friday. I'm gonna ask him about Skolnick again, because I would love to get him on the show. He does interviews. He's been on the Necrosexual show, so I know he's doing interviews. I knew he's out and about.
He did some stuff with Banger too, like as a judge on their like guitar shredder thing.
Yeah,
going on. Like he's doing stuff like on YouTube, and yeah.
I think this is our first double.
Uh-oh.
We got the Charlie Benante behind the
card, wasn't it?
That was the first one, yeah.
The first card we pulled, yeah.
Yep. And then from the Dan Reed Network, we got Blake Sakamoto.
Who?
It's the keyboardist. Look at all those keyboards. Look at all those keyboards, man. That's rock and roll. He's got long hair, open chest, and tons of keyboards.
It's something.
Blake Sakamoto.
Who is the Dan Reed Network? Like,
that's something we're gonna have to look that one up, man.
You have to look it up, and I already know I'm going to be disappointed. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
Here's a much better Scott Ian card.
That's a better Scott Ian card. Yes.
But then the back has the same with him in the sunglasses. Same back. Blas Elias again. I think is this the same card we had earlier? And behind the drums. It's a different
photo.
Okay, yeah. So here's an action shot. Oh, here we go. Here's the old man from Motley Crue, Mick Mars.
Oh, it's green.
Yes. Yeah. You can still see him.
I can see him. Yeah, it's just there's like an amorphous blob.
Yeah. And the last card of the pack. This is cool. It's an action shot, but it's not a stage action shot.
Ah.
Ricky Rocket from Poison. Riding the skateboard, pulling a trick.
Grown.
Didn't he ride skateboards in like their videos and stuff?
I thought he just looked like a puss in their videos. But...
He did, but he was actually a good guitar player.
No, he's the drummer.
Was he the drummer? You're fucking right. He was the drummer. Oh, CC DeVille was the guitar player.
Was the guitar player.
Yeah, well, fuck this.
He's the only member of Poison that I'd probably want to go drinking with, because I'm sure you'd come away with stories.
Yeah, but yeah, Ricky Rocket doing something weird on a skateboard.
It's better than doing something weird on Twitter. David Ellefson.
He deleted his Twitter.
He did. I'm not surprised.
All right. We won't open any more of these. I'll save the rest of these for another guest. But this was fun. Yeah. I don't think anybody else is going to know as much about any of these bands as you. I
don't know if that's a good thing or not.
No, man. I mean, I mean, we're close to the same age. We were around in 1991 listening to music. I mean, this is isn't that when Rust in Peace came out in 91? Or was it
90.
90?
Beast was 90.
It was
Yeah.
90. Okay, so
But I mean, yeah, same era. Yeah.
yeah. So, so Faith No More's The Real Thing came out in 89. Rust in Peace came out in 90, and Nirvana came out in 91. So
91.
So for me, those were the what happened in each year that were big years for me musically.
I was
personally.
a big 91. Like I was very heavily into like my Motley Crue phase, which was
Okay.
late in the game for them, but for whatever
Yeah.
reason, like that was my band at that point. Like I was really into Motley Crue and really into Skid Row.
Are you gonna go see them?
Motley?
Yeah.
Maybe I saw them. I've only seen them once. I saw them in what was it? 04 or something, when they did the big carnival tour thing, where they toured by themselves. There was no opening act. They had this like whole carnival thing going on. No, 05. It was 05, the Carnival Sins tour. I saw them on that tour. That's the only time I've seen them.
I saw them on their final tour. Yeah. And Vince Neil was terrible.
He was terrible when we saw him in 05 too.
Yeah. So I would not pay to see them again.
Sings every other line. And
well, he had two female backup singers that were doing most of the vocals.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of them might have been his wife, actually.
Supposedly he's like, been getting in shape and working on vocals, and we'll see. They say that before every tour. Oh, Vince is getting in shape and Vince is, getting back to form. Okay.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes through with it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I until I see evidence otherwise, I'm going to assume that if you go see Motley Crue, like Vince is going to sound like a dying cat and only sing every other line. So,
yeah. Well, dude, you need to go to sleep.
Yeah, early morning for me.
But I appreciate you coming on here. This was a last minute thing. I was just like, hey, I actually don't have to work till 10 or 11 o'clock on a Monday. Let's do a Most Metal Monday night. And Justin, you answered the call.
I answered the call.
Rohan calls for aid.
I'm not good at riding horses.
That's okay. Gondor answers. Gondorians aren't good at riding horses either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If they were, then they would be Rohirrians.
Yeah.
So
that's a whole other level of dorkdom. Like,
yeah.
We can go there too, but we'll save it for another time.
Right on, man. Well, have a good day. Have a good day with the kids tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I make sure to message me when you guys are playing. I love to come see you guys. And there are some venues in Houston that have been operating like there's never been a pandemic since the beginning, and I think you know what I'm talking about. But I was,
man, I've been so out of the loop. Like,
yeah,
I haven't even been thinking about shows until a month or so ago.
When you probably got vaccinated, I guess, right?
I got my second dose in February. So nice. I've been fully inoculated for a while now. But no, I mean, we didn't practice for the better part of a year. Yeah. Like we did nothing until March. Like didn't even get in a room together and play until March. So
right on.
Shows were not really on our schedule until very recently. So
cool, man. Well, I look forward to seeing you guys again, whichever band you play with. Just make sure to let me know. And I'll let you know if I'm still around.
Well, hopefully you're still around.
Yeah, we'll see. Cool, man. Well, I'll let you go. Just hang out for a minute. I'll say goodbye to the audience, and then I'll bid you a farewell as well.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody. That was Justin from Scrollkeeper and Hassarat. Very cool bands. Can't wait to see them again. what do I have coming up? Yeah, Friday I'm going to a polka show in New Braunfels to see my friend Alex Meixner. I'll try to bring you some footage from that. It's going to be an interesting time. I'm actually going to dress up, and that's going to be fun. And then I'm leaving straight from there in New Braunfels to go to Van Ormy, Texas, just on the other side of San Antonio. And there's a Memorial Day Metal Fest happening there at the Vista Hermosa Park, I think is what it's called. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to be interviewing tons of bands there. And then on Memorial Day, I'm going to go to Fiesta, Texas. I don't know how that's going to be. I'm not sure if I'm going to vlog that or not. I will if you want me to, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll see. But until next time, make sure to drink water. I need some water. Listen to metal, enjoy nature, and have the most epic adventures. I'm Robb Zipp. Thank you for watching. Blah!